Hello Shamai and welcome back to Some Football Manager. Today we have a very special episode with a double header in the Europa League. We're playing against AS Monaco, as you can probably tell by the title, and we've got two games today against AS Monaco. We'll be playing the first leg and the second leg, so it's going to be a big old treat for you guys. And since last episode, which was the fantastic 4-1 victory versus Spurs, it's been a little bit hit and miss. We carried on our good form with a 5-1 victory over Athletic Bilbao. That was just like incredibly unexpected. We absolutely dominated the game. Eric Dyer, Martial with a brace, Lucas Lima and Marcus Rashford scoring there. A huge game then following that against Man City where we had the opportunity to go top. And unfortunately we didn't take it. We didn't really turn up. It was a poor game all around for us. And Man City really were the deserved winners. And then we've played the second leg with a fairly rotated side actually against Bilbao. 5-1 it was in the first leg, 5-0 it was in the second leg, with Martial scoring 4 goals across the two games. He's been in some wicked goal scoring form. And yeah, so Rashford scored, Martial with 2, Pogba and Virgil van Dijk scoring all before half time, so it could have been a lot worse. Following that then, a 3-0 victory against Middlesbrough. Rashford, Martial and Paul Pogba scoring there. And then we drew 2-2 with Everton in the FA Cup. We were 2-0 up at half-time. Well, actually no, we were 2-1 up at half-time because Benteke scored just before the half-time whistle. And unfortunately they scored and we couldn't get a third goal to win the game there. And unfortunately, we lost 2-0 to Brighton, who are 19th in the table at this point. And it's not as if we played poorly. We were absolutely all over them and it was kind of FM'd. 22 shots to their 5. And Luke Shaw scored an own goal and Giuseppe Rossi scored as well to give them a very good win. And then we managed to beat Everton 2-1 in the FA Cup 5th round replay. We did go 1-0 down to Sigurdsson, but João Mario and Ibra scored there. And then I was getting a little bit worried because we lost 3-2 to CSKA Moscow in the first leg of our Europa League second round knockout. Askan Dejaga scoring a hat-trick against us. He scored, they went 2-0 up essentially. We got back to 2-2 and then we conceded in the last 10 minutes. Ibra then decided to go on a wicked scoring form and he scored a brace against Newcastle and we were 2-0 down in this game, so that was a very good comeback. He scored a brace against CSKA Moscow to win the game 4-3 on aggregate. He didn't score, unfortunately, against Brentford, but Dybala scored there and Virgil van Dijk. And then he scored a brace against Middlesbrough as well, with Paulo Dybala getting a brace there. So our two main strikers are in some absolute fantastic form. And unfortunately, the table, we're kind of given up on the title right now. We're 6 points behind Man City, and it's going to be very hard to get that back with just 5 games to go. So we're looking to win the Europa League. We're not really guaranteed to get Champions League football because, as you can see, Arsenal, who are down in 5th, are only 2 points behind us. So we need to keep on our toes, but we could be looking at a double here with a Europa League win and an FA Cup win. So let's take a look at the team for today then. We have David De Gea in goals, Lindelof, Martinez, Koulibaly and Luke Shaw at the back. Actually, I'm not really sure why Virgil van Dijk isn't playing. There you go. That's more like it. And Luke Shaw at the back, Paul Pogba, Pjanic and Eric Dyer in midfield, João Mario and then Ibra and Paulo Dybala, who have 52 goals between them this season. And Anthony Martial has also scored 20 goals. So we have had a fantastically good goal scoring season, really. Most midfielders have chipped in with a decent amount of goals, and our strikers have just been absolutely out of this world this season. So we're slight favourites for this game then. Not real surprised there. I think we're probably favourites to win the tournament. Juventus is still in it, I think. I'm not really sure about the other teams still in it. But this is going to be a very good Monaco side with Thomas Lemar as their key man. So you've got to keep their attacking threat at bay. Defensively, I think we'll be able to dominate them, as in we'll be able to score goals. But it's whether we can stop ourselves from conceding. So we're back at Old Trafford then for another game. We played a lot of games since the last episode, and there's probably not going to be many more episodes after this. And we're thinking, because the beta is going to be coming out very soon, this is definitely going to be one of the last episodes. I think this is probably maybe the penultimate, depends how well we do. Dybala with a corner in then, it's headed away, João Mario's got it, gives it back to Dybala, who gives it to Pogba, to Pjanic. It's 1-0. Fantastic. Just 6 minutes into the game, and we are 1-0 up. Don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying the video as well, please leave a like and subscribe, because the FM18 content, I'm really ramping it up. I'm really looking forward to Football Manager 18, and there should be a poll on my Twitter as well on what to do for the main save. I already know what I'm doing for the beta, but I'll keep that a secret for now. So what I want to do for the main save, there will be a vote on Twitter for that as well. So we're 1-0 up after just 5 minutes, and as long as we can keep Monaco at bay and not score any away goals, then we'll be looking for a very, very good win. We'll be looking confident. They haven't had a shot on target yet. We've done well to keep them at bay, and unfortunately it looks like Javi Martinez has picked up a twisted knee. So I'm going to bring him off at half-time, just in case, so I don't want to aggravate any injury if we actually make it to half-time. It's a very long 44th minute. There we go. Half-time whistle. We'll bring on Koulibaly just because we don't want to aggravate any injury. And not the best half-time team talk in the world. Alright, it's alright in the end. It's a decent... People are happy, and that's what I want. I want my players to be happy. So into the second half then. Time is absolutely flying by. I think we're going to bring off one of the strikers. We'll bring off Ibra for Martial and switch them around, with Dybala supporting Martial up front, who has been an absolute phenomenal player. And I mean, I've been looking at like youngsters to buy, and then I realised that this series isn't going to last much longer. We're going to bring on Timothy Fosu-Mensah, who has been a very good backup midfielder throughout the whole season, as our final sub. There's 20 minutes to go. As long as we don't concede now, we're looking to take a good 1-0 lead away to Monaco, and if we can get a away goal, then we'll surely be shoo-ins for a victory. And unfortunately Martial's been injured, and because we've used all 3 subs, okay, this is a little bit worrying. I think what we'll do is we'll drop Pjanic. No, we'll drop Pogba into a defensive midfield, and then we'll just put Dybala up front on his own, and we'll see how Pogba can deal with being a deep line playmaker that deep, as well as João Mario. Right, so unfortunately we're down to 10 men, out of no fault of our own. I hope Martial isn't injured very seriously, and they're on the attack here. Nice interception by João Mario. Luke Shaw with it, who's been absolutely phenomenal. Our left backs this season have been out of this world. Ball up to Dybala, can't quite get there. Mario, space out wide for Lindelof. He gets it into the box. Dybala's there. Oh, goes back to Lindelof. Can he get another cross into the box? He does. Dybala's there. He strikes it. Oh, and he's hit the defender. And Jesse Lingard, of all players, is bringing it away. Wonder how he's got on. And it's a good tackle by Pogba in the end. A little bit of a worry there. I don't really want any more highlights to come on, apart from this one, which is 10 seconds to go. Surely we can hold on for a victory here. Lamar gives it to... It's headed away by Virgil. And there's the final whistle. It's a 1-0 victory. It's not the most convincing, but we've managed to take it to the second leg in the lead without conceding an away goal. The big question is now, how long is Martial injured for? Well, right. He's out for 2 to 3 months with a dislocated shoulder, so he's going to be missing the second leg. But I'm just going to quickly play the Chelsea game in between, and then I'll come right back to you when the second leg is ready to be played. So here we are then, ready for the second leg after that fantastic 1-0 victory at home. And we have a very, very similar team. Same at the back. Yeah, De Gea, Lindelof, Martinez, Van Dijk and Bernat. Pjanic, Pogba and Koke in midfield. Unfortunately, Eric Dyer suspended after a yellow card in the last game. João Mario behind the strikers, who are Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Paulo Dybala. So we're obviously keeping our name as favourites for this game, unsurprisingly as well, after we won the first leg 1-0, and we got to be careful of the same players for Monaco. With their home advantage now, we've got to be really, really careful that we don't concede an early goal. So here we are then, in Monaco with their fairly small stadium. I'm sure it will be packed to the rafters with Monacans. First corner comes in from Koke. If we get an early goal here, we should really be able to see out the tie. Unfortunately, his cross isn't very good, and there's a counter-attack on here. Lamar with it. It gets kicked away, but not really far. Fabinho's got it. Nice interception by Bernat. And Dybala tries to set Ibrahimovic through, but it's not the best pass. Jovetic now into Falcao, and it's just wide. We need to be really, really careful that we don't concede an early goal, because that would put the nerves in. Pjanic with a free kick though. Oh, and he's hit the underside of the crossbar, inches away from a fantastic free kick. I thought he would have scored more free kicks than he has this season. He's only scored a couple, so that's been a little bit disappointing from him. But he's hit the underside of the crossbar there. So close. And something I forgot to mention as well is we did actually lose 2-1 to Chelsea in the game in between. We conceded last minute, which is a little bit gutted. Throw in from Sidibe. Doesn't quite collect it. Oh my god. Thomas Lemar has absolutely thwacked that in from about 30 yards. And it's 1-1. We're back to square one. Lingard of all players gives it to Lemar. No, gives it to Jovic, sorry, who lays it off to Lemar. And he absolutely smacks it into the back of the net. It's 1-1. It's not the start we wanted. We get to half-time. Well, chance here though. Lindelof gives it to Pogba. Back to Lindelof. Pjanic inside to Koke, who's got a bit of space, to Dybala. The space out wide. Bernat's got it. And I'm not really sure what happened there, but we've still got it. Pjanic into Dybala. He's in the box. Oh my god, that's awful. That is an absolutely horrendous finish by Paulo Dybala. And the form he's in, you'd expect him to put that away. Goal kick, it doesn't quite go where we want it, but we've won the ball back. Pjanic with Pogba now, gives it to Koke. He's got a bit of space to work with it. Pjanic again into João Mario. It's a really, really poor pass. Keita Balde's got it now. He's run at defence, gives it to Falcao. He smacks it. Luckily, there's a player there to block it. They're coming back as Jovetic into Falcao. Oh, God's sakes, it's 2-0. It's not the first half we wanted. We're 2-0 down, and we're really, really ruining that miss from Paulo Dybala. He should have scored it, and now we've been punished. Lovely ball into Falcao, and he hit it on the first time, and David De Gea's got no chance of saving it from there. João Mario has an absolutely terrible game. He's gonna be dropped next game, and overall it's been an absolutely shocking first half performance, and we really, really need to hope that we can kick things off better second half. Good thing is though, we're the away team, so if we get an early goal here, we're straight back into the game. Bernat, that's a really poor cross, and I thought we were going to get a chance straight away then. But we need to buck our ideas up, really. Because first half, we didn't really have many chances apart from that Dybala one. Pjanic with a free kick now. It goes into the back post. It's headed away. Koke. Martinez. What a volley of all the players to save us. Javi Martinez has blasted one on the volley, on the turn as well, into the back of the net. And we're currently going through to the semi-finals on away goals. Lovely volley by Martinez. And I think it's time to bring off João Mario. Or we'll bring on Henrik Mkhitaryan. See what he can do, because João Mario has offered nothing so far this game. De Gea with a kick up. Ibra doesn't win the header, but Pjanic has got it. Now with Pogba to Ibra. Back to Pogba. Lovely ball at wide to Lindelof. It goes in. Dybala's there. He can't win it. It's heading tennis. And it's away by Lingard. And now Jovetic can chase this ball, but Virgil van Dijk is not going to get beaten there. A little bit of heading tennis in the box there. And now two strikers who have been out of this world on form recently have just not really performed so far this game. But it's going well as long as we don't concede. If we were to score now, we'd surely win the game, because they'd need to score 2. Pogba into Lindelof. Gives it to Koke, to Mkhitaryan. He's got a bit of space to work with. And it's a really poor pass to try and find Lindelof, I think it was. Kongola with it up now to Georgie. Jovetic has got it. He's running towards goal. He strikes it, and it's wide. A little bit of a squeaky bum time right now, not going to lie. We're going to bring off Ibra because he's not had the best of games. Neither has Pjanic really, but we'll bring on Lucas Lima, see what he can offer us in the last 10 minutes in this game. I really, really hope we don't concede, because I can't see these players scoring again. We're into the 90th minute though, and we're into the last minute, and we've got a corner. This is surely game over now. Mkhitaryan with seconds to play. He's got the ball. Full-time whistle goes. It's not the best result on the night, but we've gone through. Yeah, we've gone through on away goals. It's not really the most inspiring, and you can see the teams left in it here: AS Roma, Inter Milan, and AC Milan left in the tournament. Well, it's not really the way we wanted to do it. We've had 861k, and we've won in the Europa League quarter-final, just about, on away goals. And we'll see in the next episode probably who we are getting. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you have any tips or comments, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.